Everyone in the room was weeping as my sister accepted her bravery award for battling stage 3 cancer. But as she hugged the mayor, I saw the latex seam of her fake bald cap peeling up near her ear. So I walked onto the stage, grabbed the microphone, and decided to show the world the truth. My sister Chloe has always been the miracle baby. She is 24, born after years of my parents thinking they were infertile. They treated her like she hung the stars in the sky. I came along 6 years later, the accident, the quiet one. I was the one always told to stop causing drama whenever I dared to call out her lies. And there were so many lies. She had fake fainting spells when I got good grades, and a dramatic thyroid scare that coincidentally happened the exact week of my high school graduation. But nothing could have prepared me for her biggest lie yet. She announced she had cancer, stage 3 lymphoma. There was no biopsy report and no shaved head, just Instagram photos in gray hoodies with captions like, "Some battles are invisible." A GoFundMe went live 2 days later with a $50,000 goal for experimental treatment not covered by insurance. People lined up to donate. Strangers sent care packages. When I didn't post or donate to the fund, Chloe made a huge scene about it to her followers. I was immediately vilified. People called me cruel, bitter, and jealous. They didn't know what I knew. I had seen the bald cap hanging in her bedroom. I had heard her rehearsing her crying videos, doing take after take until she squeezed out a tear. I stayed quiet because I always had. But then, out of nowhere, my aunt sent me an invite to her charity gala. I'm not close to my aunt, so the invite was a surprise. It wasn't until I arrived that I learned what was really going on. Chloe was being honored with a bravery award. She gave a tearful speech in front of 200 people, kids, actual cancer survivors, and families in real pain, thanking the angels who kept her going. That was when I finally snapped. I stood off stage watching her cry crocodile tears under her silk head wrap. I watched the latex seam of her bald cap crinkle when she hugged a sponsor. I thought about all the inconsistencies, like how she claimed to have chemo fatigue the same day she went paddle boarding, or how her hospital dates didn't match the timestamps on her TikToks. As she posed for a photo with the mayor, I stepped forward and spoke loud enough for the microphone to catch it. I said, "Do you want to show them what is really under there?" Chloe laughed nervously, but I didn't. I walked right up to her, ripped off her silk scarf, and peeled off the bald cap. Gasps erupted in the hall and someone screamed. Her perfectly styled, thick hair tumbled down around her shoulders and she froze. I turned to the crowd and told them she was a manipulator who did all of this for attention and money. My aunt turned to her, horrified, and asked if it was true. Chloe just stood there laughing nervously until the host snatched the plaque out of her hands. I left right after that, not wanting to deal with the storm my sister was about to bring down on me. But when I checked online later, GoFundMe had been frozen because dozens of people reported her. She built her sympathy on lies, and I made sure it all came crashing down.